habits of Tyrannosaurus rex. I have to tell you, it's very, very hard to study the hunting habits of T-Rex. In fact, before you guys arrived today, before this museum was even open, I was leaning against this rock, deep in thought, minding my own business. And T-Rex snuck up behind me. He tried to bite me, then he turned and he ran. I followed him. I lost him. It's hard to study the hunting habits of T-Rex. In fact, it is so hard to study the hunting habits of T-Rex that scientists cannot agree about how T-Rex hunted. Does anyone know any theories about how he hunted? I want to call on some people. Let's hear some theories. What's a good theory? Do you know one? How did T-Rex hunt?
T-Rex?
Yeah. How did he hunt?
Hunt?
How did he hunt? Good. Well, this is very good. We've established the dinosaur. Good. T-Rex. Now, how did he hunt? What do you think?
I think he hunted by smelling.
Very good.
Because he had
Good smelling, big olfactory bulbs, so very, very good sense of smell probably. Any other theories? What do you think?
I think the dinosaur came from,
Good, the dinosaur came somewhere to hunt, right? He came out of somewhere to hunt? Good, very good. One more.
I think he hunts by eating.
Good, right? He had the strongest bite force of any land animal they've ever found, so he probably used those jaws to hunt. Scientists cannot agree. There's all these different theories. Now, some scientists say that they can tell by looking at T-Rex's teeth, not only that he ate, what did he eat? They all agree about what he ate. What did T-Rex eat? Meat, right? But they say they can also tell by the shape and nature of his teeth that he also snuck up on his prey. That he ambushed his prey, took it by surprise. So that's one theory. Other scientists say, no, don't just look at his teeth. Look at his powerful legs. What can you do with a pair of powerful legs? Yell it out. Run your prey down. There's no need to sneak up on your prey if you're fast enough to run it down. And then some scientists look at T-Rex's arms and say that he used his arms to hunt. Now, what do we know about T-Rex's arms? Really tiny arms. Good. Do you think he used those arms to hunt? I just want to show you how many different theories there are out there. There was a theory in the newspaper a little over 2.5 years ago that he did indeed use his arms to hunt. Now, this was groundbreaking at the time, but keep in mind this was 2.5 years ago and things do change, but I have the clipping right here. It says here, T-Rex was a very sophisticated hunter and learned preying close by asking to shake hands. So there you have the shaking hands theory. Is this a good theory or a silly theory? What do you think, good or silly? Right, some theories are better than others. This is from a Frank and Ernest comic strip, so you should always consider your source. And shaking hands is a human custom. Have human beings ever shaken hands with T-Rex? No. Why not? Because why? Good, T-Rex is extinct. T-Rex has been gone over 65 million years. Human beings have never even seen T-Rex. So, how are we going to figure out how he hunted? We're going to use something called, and maybe you're about to say this, comparative anatomy. Okay, good. Comparative anatomy. Textbook example. See this lizard? Yeah. Can everyone see this lizard's legs? Yeah. No, not everyone. Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right. This lizard's legs are in a sprawling position. All modern-day reptiles, except for snakes, because snakes don't have legs, but all modern-day reptiles with legs are in this sprawling position. This allows them to stay flat against the earth, flat against rocks, but dinosaurs are different because dinosaurs stand how? in an upright position, not a sprawling position. In fact, scientists consider this their defining characteristic. We never see reptiles standing like dinosaurs used to stand. So there you have comparative anatomy. We just compared this reptile's sprawling position with the extinct dinosaur reptile upright position. Do you guys understand that?
Yeah.
Comparative anatomy comparing bodies. But some scientists think beyond comparative anatomy, and they talk about function. And they say this lizard's in a sprawling position because it helps with its cold blood. So are dinosaurs in an upright position because they had warm blood? Maybe. Maybe there is a degree of warm blood in this, but we have to be careful when we talk about the function of extinct animals' bodies, because we can no longer see these animals moving around anymore. In fact, our own Dr. Chiappe warns us about this. He says we have to be very careful because, after all, goats can climb trees. That's what he said. Does anyone know that goats can climb trees? Has anyone ever heard that?
I did.
With their tiny hooves, they can climb trees. That doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, that's why before you guys came, I was leaning against this rock. I was deep in thought. What I was thinking was, maybe Dr. Chiappe's overworked. Maybe he's off his rocker. I don't know. And then, when my guard was down, I heard something. And that's when I turned, and I saw a T-Rex running away through this hall. So here's a question. Why would he try to bite me and then turn around and run away from me? What is that? Oh, you're right, it's a T-Rex tooth. He must have lost it trying to bite me. Do you know how many of these he has in his mouth? Let's hear some guesses. Guess. How many?
1 billion.
Less than 1 billion? You're going to be disappointed.
5 million.
Less than 2 million. We're getting down gradually. He's got about...
100.
Close.
5%.
Close. He's got about 60 teeth in his mouth. Well, 59 now. But this one will grow back. Every time T-Rex loses a tooth, it always grows back. He could have hundreds of teeth throughout his life. And this tooth is serrated along the edges. Now there's a reptile that lives today with serrated teeth that always grow back called a Komodo dragon. Have you heard of a Komodo dragon? The way they hunt is they sneak up on their prey. They come in quickly, and then they back off. Now, a Komodo dragon has a septic bite. There's a scientist named Adler that thought, maybe T-Rex has a septic bite. But that's function, and we have to be careful. There's another scientist named G.S. Paul that says T-Rex didn't need a septic bite, because there's another animal that lives today with serrated teeth that always grow back. Who's that? Lives in the ocean. Sharks. Sharks also sneak up on their prey, but they take out so much meat with that initial attack that afterwards all they have to do is back up and wait and follow their prey and wait until the prey bleeds and dies, and the shark can eat it with no more trouble, without losing any more teeth. So scientists think, because of the shape and nature of T-Rex's teeth, that he may have used what they call a hit-and-run style of hunting. So think about it. Maybe while I was leaning against this rock, he took his opportunity, snuck up behind me, tried to bite me, and then he turned and he ran. And he lost a few teeth, actually. That doesn't matter, you're going to grow back. And now he's just out there kind of waiting like a Komodo dragon, waiting like a shark for the run right up. makes sense if you look at his teeth and compare him to a Komodo dragon or a shark. But there are some scientists that think that T-Rex didn't need to sneak up on his prey because maybe T-Rex was fast. And those scientists look at T-Rex's legs and compare him to modern-day theropod dinosaurs. Did you guys know that birds are considered theropod dinosaurs? Anyone know that? Who's ever heard of an ostrich? That's a theropod dinosaur. Who's ever heard of a roadrunner? It's a theropod dinosaur. Who's ever heard of a cassowary? Theropod dinosaur. All